Morning, everybody.
Good morning to you.
Hello, hello, hello. Look at
He's at
that.
work.
A full plethora, a full group, a full herd of model makers from all over the UK. Who we got? We got Steph, who's up in Scotland. Hello. We got James, who's not in
Malcolm.
Scotland.
How are you?
I'm fine for you. Where's your kilt?
Ratty wishy trousers.
Bit of a delay going up there, all the way up there to Scotland.
It's got to get over the border.
Yeah.
Through customs.
Yeah, the wrong way.
I got my passport.
Okay, good. And we got James as well. James is not in Scotland.
I'm not. No, I'm at work. I'm officially here and unofficially at work. So yeah.
It's very nice of you to dress up for us, though. Not that you need
Well,
to.
you know, I thought I'd make the effort because I thought that Steph would be all dressed up in his kilt, and I didn't want to feel, you know, overdone.
Well, it's nice of you both to turn up. It's great. John as well. We've got John down there. Hello, John.
Greetings, peeps.
Hello.
Hello, I'm fine, thank you.
Good.
Yes,
I'm glad you're well.
Steph's there. He makes a change.
Yes, it's this side.
He's there somewhere.
And we got Steve. Steve.
How do you do?
I'm good. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm fine. That's it. Well done, Steph, for getting good at that. and then we do that, and it all changes.
Makes me dizzy when you do that.
Sorry about that. Lots of people watching. So let's go through the quick chats. We got good morning model makers for me, and then we got Mr. Mick Wilson is in. Say good morning. Good morning, Mick.
Morning, Mick.
Hello. Off to work in a bit, says Mick. Oh, working on a Sunday. Dear, oh dear. Only
But
the
you
best
know
people
where
do
he
that,
works, don't you?
right? Yeah, I do. Yeah.
That's
Not
not work.
It's not
That's
work.
not work.
It's not
Really?
work.
He's got to go in to the shop to fix a 1/32 scale Lancaster model.
Mm-hmm.
That's not work.
Yep, that's pretty cool.
Git.
Yeah, he says off to work in a bit, or is it off to play? Good point.
That's the sort of job to have.
Yeah, it's a good job. Rob Tox is in. Hey, Rob, good to see you. Morning, says morning all.
Morning.
Morning, Mr. Tonks.
Mr. Modeling Egg and Trucker is in. We call him Lewis.
Morning.
Says morning all.
Lewis.
Hello. Mr. Waffle Dave. Good morning, says Waffle Dave. as he has done for years.
Yep.
Oh, Skullfish is in. Morning, all.
Morning,
Skullfish,
Skull.
good to see you. Edward's in as well. Says morning, all. Nice to see you, Edward.
Morning, Edward.
Morning, Edward.
He also says, "Don't tell the Scottish that they'll wear a." Don't tell the Scottish that they wear a skirt, Steph. You might get kilt. Very good. Very, very good. Carl's in. Good morning, all, says Carl.
Morning, Carl.
And Rob Sanctus went to yesterday's Falklands 40, Freedom of the City March in Fareham. Oh, I hope it was good.
Cool.
And White Glove Model says, morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you.
Morning.
Morning.
Happy Sunday.
Hello, hello. Excellent. Well, that's chat caught up. Didn't take long, did it? Brilliant. Who wants to go first? Then? Show them what they're up to. Steph, do you want to do do you want to do a quick display? What you're up to and what you're doing?
A quick scudge around. Yep.
If you can. What you've been making the last couple of
So
days?
we've got. Oh, look, that's who we've got.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, little old lady. So that's, we've got two tables. So we've got the front one over there, which has got
That's the
everything
back
on,
one.
and then we've got this back one here, which has just got bits and pieces on, so whips and stuff. So I'll take you around the front, and I'll show you what I've got at the front. But as you can see, it's big, huge hall.
Yeah.
So these
How
are
many
all
halls are there,
groups.
Steph?
Two.
Two.
So we've got
Ooh.
our one here. That's what we've got on ours. Oh, look, mouse mat.
Not many of those left,
Sorry
you
about the
know.
wobble. Yep. And we're right next door to the tribes table.
Yay.
We've got Uncle Ron. He's somewhere right down there.
Okay.
So that's what we've got here.
Hey, cool.
As you can see behind me, through that door there is the ice rink that's been drained, and all the traders and everything else is in there. This in here is this is bowls. So we've got the Perth Indoor Bowling Centre here, and next door is where the Scottish team train for curling.
Really? Oh, that's cool. It's a shame they drained it because that would be quite fun just to ice skate around the trains.
No. You're just being horrible to me.
Skate by.
Yeah. Help! Stop!
We'll get you one of those little like
They've got
frames
them.
that you have little skis on the bottom of them.
They've got the little penguins here that you can hold on to.
Yeah, or a polar bear.
Lisa's joining in.
No, she's just pushed. She'd just push me and laugh at me going.
I would.
Yes.
So
Good.
that's how it is
Oh,
here.
well done. Well done, mate. It looks good. Did you have a busy day yesterday?
Yesterday was busy. Yep.
Lovely atmosphere.
That's one. That's two.
Cool. Great. Did you talk to any potential new
had one
beneficiaries
guy
or any volunteers or anything like that?
Yesterday, who said, shed loads.
Hopefully.
Lots of people interested, but one guy said his missus has told him he's got to cut his stash by half, and he wants to donate them to us. And I said, yeah, no problem at all. I'll explain how we'll get them to you and bits and pieces. Worst comes to worst, we can do a daisy chain of volunteers, run it down.
Yep.
Until I find out how many he needs to get rid of. I was thinking about 20, 30 kits. Yeah, no problem. He's got 800. 800. And his missus
That's
has
half.
told him he's got to cut it down by half.
Okay. All right. Well,
No, that is honest truth.
wow, that's a lot. Okay, well, we'll sort something out, as we always do. Hire a cargo plane, then that's what we do.
But we'll work something out.
Yeah. Okay, Steph, that's great.
Well,
Great
if
news.
James and I come up for Dundee or the Edinburgh one, we can arrange to meet him then.
You could
Yeah.
probably arrange to lay on a special train.
So
Yeah, you probably could.
I'm working on it now as we speak. Yeah, I've got a freight train just outside. It might take a while to get up there.
Yeah, freight train. That'd be good. That'd be a new one. Cool. That's good. Well done, Steph, for waving the flag up there.
Yeah, there you go. James can.
Steph, are they
Yep.
all 1/35th and bigger?
There's a lot of interest. Jerry's awesome.
It's amazing.
Sorry, John, I can't hear.
So I was just thinking, what scale are they?
Say again, John. Oh, all sorts.
All sorts of styles.
All sorts.
Cool. Yeah, Jerry's fun, isn't she? We like Jerry. Lots of fun. Cool. Okay, mate.
Oh,
Thank
she's
you
a
very much for
complete and
tuning
utter
in.
Fruit Loop.
Yes, she is. Thank you for tuning in.
Cool.
I'm going to go around, see what everyone else is up to this week. We got.
I'm just going to go AFK a sec.
Yeah, sure.
I'll
John
back 'em
or
though.
Steve? Which one's going to go first?
That's quite ridiculous now.
Hello.
I'm just going to choose somebody. That's what I'm going to do. Steve, what have you been up to?
Well, I hate to admit it, but I've been totally sucked in by the walnut fraternity. So there you can see 2 hinged walnuts, one of which has a finished model in it. So 3 hinged walnuts, one's open, isn't it? Yes, the one that's open is work in progress. And the 2 that are closed are still on the secret list. Well, sort of. That one is finished. I don't know whether you can see that.
Really?
Look at autofocus, is it?
See, there's a dude in there.
He's waiting to be started.
Oh, is that the stealth bomber?
No, I'm not. That's somebody else doing a self bomber. But the other thing I've invented is that, which is a walnut stand. The world's first purpose-built walnut display stand.
Brilliant.
So you heard it here first, folks.
Brilliant. And the STL file is available for download.
It's actually, you can get it off the Walnut Challenge Facebook group. Yes.
Brilliant. You're already enjoying your walnuts then?
I really got sucked into this. It's totally pushed everything else aside.
Interesting. Well, imagine if that was just your thing now, and all you did was walnuts. The amount of space that you'd have for display and storage.
Well, I've worked out in the space that digger takes up, I could probably get about 300 walnut models.
That's a lifetime.
The other thing I've been, because walnuts are a bit fiddly to take down to the face-to-face meetings, I've been working on. Let me get a bit of paper out. I made a start on this bloke yesterday. It's a mini art Legionary. Now this is quite a new kit, apparently, released in 2020, which makes it extra disappointing that nothing really fits very well. So, put a couple of legs together and a tunic. But you can see the joins are very visible.
Yeah.
But,
oh, yes.
Filling and filing to get it not to look nice. And quite a lot of flash as well, surprisingly. For a new kit, it was a bit naff.
Yeah.
But of course, you've probably seen this bloke before, Harmless Henry, Grenadier Guard, who I've been carefully working.
Yeah.
And I'm seriously thinking of giving the Roman Legionary the Guardsman's weapon, and equipping the Guardsman with a Roman spear. I don't know.
You would, Steve.
I'm trying to avoid using words that will get me into trouble on YouTube. Yeah.
You're going to switch their weapons over.
But yeah, that's it really. Yeah.
You're going to switch their weapons over. I think that's pretty cool.
I think I might. The other thing, that because of the way the Roman is standing with his spear, you could say he's sort of standing like that. An SA-80 is not going to reach the ground from that hand, so I don't think even a shortly Enfield would. So I might try and 3D print a musket for him.
Right. Okay.
But
Something
I don't
different.
Yeah, just to take attention away from the NAF armor.
Yeah. Yeah. A little bit different. That's great. I like that. Very typically Steve, that is.
I like to be different.
Yes. Waffle Dave says Steph on ice has a bit of a rink to it.
Oh, dear.
Be careful of the import tax Scotland to UK, says Mick. Jack is in, says morning all, as is Don Pedro. The Don is in as well. Morning. In case you don't know, the Walnut build is a group build we're doing. There's a whole Facebook page dedicated to the Walnut Challenge group build. Go and have a look. You basically need to put some stuff into Walnut, essentially. A lot of people are doing their walnuts, aren't they? So get involved. John, what are you up to?
I am still doing my wire.
Yay! Warrior.
Wire. I've got this bit clamped up at the moment. Got the back end done because I'm also doing lots of photo etch on it. Oops, I'll throw that on the floor. There's a whole ream of photo etch to go on it.
Oh yes.
And some figures, which I've got assembled. These are resin, commander, and gunner. Then I've also got the Airfix hot Bevic figures to go with it as well.
Oh nice.
And this is for the model officer's mess Airfix build. And at the moment, I'm trying to straighten out the lower hull to make sure that the rear plate, if I can find it, although it is, sits in properly. At the moment, it is there's a slight curve to it, although most of it's come out. I'm just clamping it to my desk here.
Mm-hmm.
Go on there.
Have you primed it?
Yes, I'm doing, because I'm having the rear door open. I primed it in white, put white on. Then I've got the seat backs and seat cushions here to go primer, and I'm just putting the figure on here so I can just do a quick prime on them, which I might disappear and do in a few minutes.
Okay.
So I'm just drilling holes in the bottom and in his neck.
Yeah.
And sticking darning needles in.
Oh, nice. This is for the model officer's mess build, isn't it? The Airfix one.
Yes, model officer's mess.
Yes, that's right. How dare the model officer's mess take the mess word?
Yes, James.
Nothing. Model making trucker, Mr. Lewis is saying, photo etch. Ooh. He likes a bit of photo etch. He does.
Yes.
Don't he? Right. What about James? James, have you got anything there to show?
I have, yeah.
Okay.
Bear with me. So I'm working on this today, and much to the joy of Lewis, I'm actually scratch building my own photo etch.
Wow.
Ooh.
So
Joys.
this is what I've done so far. We're scratch building the section in front of, behind the engine, and this is the firewall for the cockpit. So this is a 3D rendered tank, and then basically what I've done, he says, is I've opened up 2 panels on the side.
Uh-huh.
The top left-hand one will be so you'll be able to see behind the firewall and to the wiring loom, if you like, of the instrument panel.
Yeah.
Obviously, that will. It's really hard to hold this and show you, so I apologise. But so obviously here will be where the engine goes. Back of the engine you'll be able to see, and the wiring, etc. So yeah, that's what I'm busy planning to do.
Very nice indeed. Love it. It's very nice and neat work there. The cut and everything, and the plastic card behind it looks very nice and neat, mate.
Yeah, you can't see everything else off to the left and right, but never mind.
Hey, it's fine. Hey, we don't have interest in all that. So, what do you use to move your stuff from work and home? Do you have a toolbox or something?
No, I have a car for that. I just put it in the car and drive it to where I'm going.
Okay, so you literally just carry it all from the
Yeah,
car.
no, basically the bits you can see that are on the desk have all gone into that box there. And then on the side here, I've got all this paperwork here. Is the instructions and references and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah.
Oh, nice.
So it's not a lot, if I'm honest. Although
No.
A purpose-built way of doing it would be amazing.
Yeah. Very cool. Thank you, James.
That's right.
Model Making Trucker is getting very excited about your scratch-built scratch-built photo etch, which I've never heard of. That's a new thing for me.
Can you call it photo etch if you don't actually etch it?
Oh, yeah. That's a good point. Yeah. No, you can't, can you?
That's semantics. Don't get involved in semantics.
Technicalities. It's you're right. You are right, Steve. I'm on Steve's group for this one.
No, I disagree with that because it's like doing a walnut challenge build and building outside the nut. It's just semantics.
Well, there's a segue for you. And John is in. John says, greetings and salutations. Hello, Mr. Marley.
Good morning.
And,
Good day.
And Steph's laptop just died. So they've switched to just joining the show on the phones, I guess. Hello, Steph. Brilliant. Right. My one-out build, or what I've been working on this week, is fairly concentrated on here. This is it. So if I turn it around, this is a death nut. It's in construction. It's going to be the scourge of the universe, and it will be able to destroy other nuts by just one fair swoop of a switch. There's going to be a weapon on the other side, like a radar dish thing, in the side here, within the boundary of the nut. It won't stick out at all. And it's in construction currently. I'm going to put on some extra, scaffolding or something sticking across from the inside, as if there's banding on the inside or girders or something. And then I'll paint it and put it very dark grey, and then highlight all these little bits just so it looks like a Death Star. Yeah, that's my death nut so far. Also, controversially, I've been working on this one. So, flaunting the rules somewhat. According to the walnut build rules, everything needs to be inside the walnut. I don't know who the hell wrote that stupid rule, but what I've decided to do with this one is there's the top of the walnut, and then this is going to go, this part here, going to go on the top, so that sits like that. There's a door. I can't remember which way it opens up that way or something. I have to have a look. That's the top, and then there's the bottom of it, and there's another hole. On the front, there's going to be this part, like that, this bit, and then on the sides, there's going to be this part. So it's going to be a nut fighter.
Who wrote that rule? To be honestly, come on.
Yeah, I think he should be fired, or at least given a break or something. It's obviously working too hard. But there will be stuff inside the nut. Most of it is on the outside of the nut, sure, but you get the idea. And obviously, it'll go with the death nut as well, won't it? You know, as a you can have that one that one in the background, and this one flying in front of it. That would be all right, wouldn't it? So there we go. But then that would make the Death Nut have all of this outside of it as well, if that's part of it. Anyway, moving along. The other one I've got is going to be all inside. So I've got another walnut here. It's got a bit broke. Just noticed that. And I'm going to put Snow Speeder inside. Where's my point? There we are. Snow Speeder inside. My first snow diorama. Not sure how I'm going to do it. Whether I'm going to do it crashed or whether I'm going to do it flying around an attack in it or something. I don't know. Not sure yet. So there we go. That is moi. That is me. Oh, the dude. This is the pilot. He's going to sit inside my walnut as well, or walnut fighter, whatever you want to call it. I'll switch my camera back to my face. And we've got a couple of things in chat here. Steph says it just had 5 kits donated. Hey, well done. Very well done. Thank you very much indeed for all these donations coming in. Every little bit helps, as we know. John says, brilliant concept, Malcolm. Spelled wrong. Thank you very much. Sorry, Steve?
Don't encourage him.
I don't need. I'm self-encouraging. I don't need encouragement. I'm all right. Martin is in. Hello, Martin. Thank you for joining us. Jacko wants to know if it's kits or kilts. That's funny. And Steph's finding that amusing. Waffle Davis has just reminded me of the Father Ted sketch. This cow is small, and that one is very far away. Yeah. The scale of the two things is going to be a bit different. I finally got my nuts sorted, says Mark. What have you? Yeah, show us your nuts. You've got some time. Stick a picture of your nuts up on SitRep, and obviously join the build as well if you haven't already. I'm sure you're going to come up with something very, very cool, Martin, as you have before. White Blood Mole says that's impressive, Malcolm. Spelt wrong. It will look awesome. Thank you all. I hope so. Once it's painted up and everything, yeah, I'll do. Cool. Right, we've got 2 things going on today, as usual. We've got SitRep and we've got Guess the Thing. So we have to choose which one we do first. Usually we do SitRep first, don't we? Or do we do SitRep after?
First and then SitRep.
Oh, okay, okay. Are you ready to roll then, Mr. Steve?
I yes. As soon as John. Let me just do
Me.
Yeah.
Hello, Pete. Yeah. It's me. It's the best time of day because you've got me. That's it. Because
it is time for Guess the
Right.
Clear that one up.
I thought we'd get everything out of the way in the first one, so it's going to be very quick. So there you go. Guess what's in that picture? No, no, actually, it's all in a nutshell. No, today's Guess the Thing will be battle maps. So I will show you a map with all the names removed, and all you have to do is say which battle or military operation or campaign or other bit of unfriendliness it represents.
Steve, can I just ask a question?
Of course.
Did you literally just make that?
Well, I literally just put it in the nutshell, yeah.
Good Lord. You're a whiz. You're a whiz, is what you are. You're like an emergency Photoshopper.
Yeah, something.
Category 1, first responding with Photoshop requests.
Yes, sometimes. Anyway, yes. Mr. Spock is watching a beaver eating a cornetto while a Sea King flies overhead, and they're all on the deck of the USS Missouri. So, is there anything left out? That's the question.
I don't think there is anything. I don't think you need anything else, do you?
No, I don't really do. No. Anyway, let's move on to the first real one. Now, a nice easy one to start with.
Okay. So, if you know what this is, or where this is, or what it's known as,
what's it? When did it happen? Who was
okay.
involved?
Gotcha.
All these sort of things. Any information you can give will give you extra points.
Yeah, there we go. Are we keeping score on points today?
I'm not. I'd be too busy moving pictures around.
Yeah, maybe John can do it. John's got nothing to do.
Oh, thank you.
Well, we have to decide the prize. How about that, John? Can you decide the prize for us?
Self-funded trip to the Battle of the Areas.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice.
Well, we'll go in some very obscure places. But, okay.
To be taken in 2023.
Okay.
Okay, so you've got time to save up for it. That's very kind.
I know, I'm good like that.
Incredibly generous.
It's a Sunday.
Yes.
Anyway,
Right.
guesses now.
We are. My chat window is lit up. We've got guesses of USS Missouri and USS Missouri, but
that was from the previous effort. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Don't worry about those.
Yeah,
Squirrel.
says Edward. I don't know if that's any relevance to the show, or he just literally saw one.
It totally distracted me.
Squirrel.
John says every trope imaginable. Right, here we go. Waffle Dave says, is it Overlord? Edward has guessed D-Day, as has John. Jacko says D-Day landings. Edward says June the 6th, 1944. Rob says D-Day. Edward says Overlord. John says, I can't afford that. Oh, talking about the prize. Yeah. Well, if it's in 2023, so you've got time to save up. This is part of the prize. It'll be fine. Yeah. Overlord, Omaha, Utah, gold, Juno sword, 6th month, 1944. And Martin says the Normandy landings were the landing operations and associated airborne operations on Tuesday, 6th of June, 1944, of the Allied invasions of Normandy in Operation Overlord during the World War II.
Right. Well, Wafu Dave has just reminded me why they chose that date to invade. It's so that the Americans wouldn't get mixed up with the date format, wasn't it? Anyway,
well, you might be right. You might be right.
I have to give Wafu Dave the prize for getting in quickest, and Martin the prize for getting the most information. So and of course, there was never any doubt about what it was there? Okay, no. So that was the easiest one.
So we didn't need to go around the studio. That one is
no.
We do because I've got something to throw into this.
Oh, okay.
Oh dear.
This is Operation Overlord, yes, but this is actually D-Day plus 5.
It probably is, yeah. Okay.
Is it?
Yes, you get the prize for being the most. Is it?
No, it's not.
Okay. Let me get it back on there.
Yeah, it is, because you've got inroads inland.
Yeah.
Anyway,
well,
I'll go back and sit in the corner.
That wasn't part of the question anyway. So.
What do you think then, John?
We want to go back.
Yeah, John wants to get his opinion.
No. Well, that's the 21st Panzer Division assault attack on the evening of the 6th from Caen. I thought the 5th day would be more, especially on Utah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's D-Day. Anyway, that's my thing.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Let's move on. This is probably the hardest one.
John says that Martin wins the word count without adding any new information. Robert says the map is down the road from me from the Southwark village. It is.
Yeah.
It is, yes. I'll be there soon. And Lol John says Martin. All right, if you have a guess what you think this is called, or referenced, or known as, these are all seem to be the same kind of images. Are they from the same book or the same website? Are they, Steve?
A lot of them from the same website. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, so have a guess. Have a go. Think you know what this battle is. Have a go at what you think. A couple of guesses coming in. Going around the studio then. John, any ideas?
Not at the moment.
Can you zoom in a bit there, Steve?
Yeah.
Ah, that's better. I see the individual dots now.
Yeah.
What about you, James? Any clues?
Oh yeah, zooming in has made it so much clearer for me. No.
It's the Battle of the Red Ants.
Versus the white ants. Yeah, you're right.
Yes, so they're collecting the eggs. That's the eggs. They've just been revealed. Someone's lifted a paving slab, and the red ants are leaping in rescue. So it's actually a rescue, not a battle.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
And that looks like a badly drawn fish at the bottom. So there's a fish involved.
Doesn't it?
Going into the chat then, delving deep, we see Wafu Dave has said Wakefield. And Henry the Sixth versus Richard, he says. Rob says the Battle of Gorsero #Idge.
Yeah.
No, they had hashtags in those days. Gorsia Ridge? Gorse Ridge?
Of course. I have no idea.
Edward says Saxons versus the Vikings. Rob says Battle of the Roses. I'll go with Rorke's Drift, says John.
Maybe that's what Rob was trying to type.
Could have been, but he hit lots of the wrong letters.
Yeah. Well, this is what happens when you try and type quickly and the spell checker takes over halfway through.
Yeah, and I guess we have to kind of draw the line on what percentage of the incorrect letters you're allowed to type before you get it right.
Yeah. I mean, if it did turn out to be Rorke's Drift, we'd have to give John the prize. But since it isn't, it doesn't matter.
Yes, because Wafu Dave, who put Wakefield, could have said I was trying to try Rorke's Drift, and I got the wrong letters.
Yeah.
So.
Typical, yeah.
Yeah, Wafu Dave says, I know this because an old teacher of mine never stopped harping on about it because he was born near there. Rob says it's because of fast typing and lag. Well, you don't press enter so quickly. Just check your own work.
Yeah, check what's actually on the screen before you press enter.
Oh yeah, there we go. Look, just to prove it. Gorse Ridge.
Yeah, no, it's not that either.
Oh.
Right, okay, going around the studio.
Yes. Jimbo.
Custer's Last Stand.
Oh.
Interesting.
I can't even see the custard.
No.
John?
We had that in the last battle.
Doesn't ring a bell at all.
Okay. Martin is saying red and white is reference. War of the Roses. No idea which battle. Okay. Well then, Steve, what is it?
Shall we do the big reveal? And of course, Wafu Dave was spot on with the Battle of Wakefield.
Straight in as well.
Yeah. Spotted it. Straight there.
So who's this then? The Duke of York?
It is, on the grand old Duke of York, with his 10,000 men being swamped by 30,000 of somebody else's by the looks of it.
Oh, wow.
And it was during the Wars of the Roses.
I can't quite read it. So Yorkist and Lancastrian.
Yorkists, yeah.
Oh.
So, right, moving on. I thought that was going to be the hardest, and for anybody that didn't have that particular teacher, it probably was.
Yes. Oh, you're right. I think it.
Anyway,
Dave says that it was burnt into my memory. Ooh, another one. We left a lot of lettering in this one. Usually, your style is to blur it out, cut it all out, but
I have. I've left out the answer, but yeah, there's enough detail in there probably for you to figure out which war it was part of, at least.
And an extra point if anyone can pronounce the name of the river. So have a go in the chat. See what you think it is.
The battle is actually named after this particular river here, which is the only one that's had its name removed.
Let's see. Okay. I've just been handed a small bowl of strawberries.
Oh.
Share them out,
Eh?
Share them out.
Well, I've only been given 3.
Share them out.
Well, I've only been given 3. So you have one, Steve has one, James has one, then I'm strawberryless.
The problem being.
I see. I see. I have to save him till later.
Oh.
Can't see the hill, says Edward. Gettysburg, says Buffy Dave. Some battle in the American Civil War, says Rob. Lewis says, this is the battle plan that is formed when Nat tells me that I'm doing the washing up. Exit stage right. It's that big arrow there.
Yeah.
Battle of the River, hashtag.
Ah.
Yes. Is that problem again, look?
Yeah.
Is that problem again? Battle at the river, something. I don't think Rob knows. Right, going around the studio then, because I'm sure everyone is full of clue. What do you think, John?
Well, my first thought was, it's an American Civil War battle. I'm wondering if it's American Revolution battle.
Okay.
Because basically the colours of the blocks, blue being American, red being British. But
Yeah,
AP Hill rings a bell for a general of the American Civil War.
Right.
So
Okay, what about you, James?
Yeah. Sorry, what are we? Are we saying what we think it is, or?
Yeah, go on.
Yep.
So please. Yeah.
Yep.
You're okay, right? Okay, so it's American Civil War, and I think it is Battle of Richmond.
Oh. Okay, that's a sensible answer there from James. Very good.
Like it doesn't ever happen.
Doesn't ever happen now. You're all right. You're feeling okay.
Actually, yes. Now, come back to me in a minute. I just realised a link to this.
Okay. Edward says, did they have numbered highways in the American Civil War?
No, they didn't. But this map comes from a tourist guide to old battlefields, so that's what it is.
Yes. Not to scale, also, it says.
No, it's definitely not to scale. Well,
yeah, Martin's one gets me. Yeah.
Beaver Creek, says John. And he also says this is his most informed guess he has. And Martin says Antietam? Antietam Creek. Antietam Creek.
Wasn't there a couple of battles at Antietam?
I think there were 2, yeah.
Antietam Creek.
No.
How do you say Antietam or Antietam?
Antietam is normally pronounced.
Right. You say Antietam, you say Antietam.
It could be anything for the Americans.
Yeah, no, I've got it. Got it.
Rob says Battle of Missouri. James, what is it in?
So this is the Battle of Beaver Creek, part of the American Civil War.
So look, Steve.
There you go.
Good God.
Yeah, Beaver Dam Creek.
Beaver Dam Creek, but yeah.
Good Lord.
And that's part of the fight for Massachusetts.
I mean,
How did you know that, James?
I am a world of information.
Well Googled.
Yeah, well Googled. Yeah, indeed.
No. I'll tell you how I know. It's AP Hill and Fitzjohn Porter. They are the commanders of the units of the Union and the Confederate. Yeah, whatever. The other side. And it's a casual.
Oh, there we go. Beaver Creek. John says, I was just going for the trope. Don't say that.
Anyway, well done, John. Yes. While
Very
desperate
good.
messages sometimes work out, don't they?
Yes, indeed. Edward says anti-tam. Anti-tam.
Anti-tam, yeah. Okay, right. What about this one?
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
that's not land.
Yep.
Oh,
I would have made a good sailor, wouldn't I? I know the difference between the two.
There'll be wet stuff down there, so we know.
All right, answer in chat if you think you know what this squiggle is. Can you zoom in? Has any got any interesting words we need to know?
They're times. There aren't any words on there.
Okay.
I think I got them all out. Yeah, the names of ships might have given it away.
Maybe they may have done, yes. So, yeah, what is this ship dance? Answers in the chat, please. Go around the studio, then. Come into James first. What do you think this is?
what do I think it is? I've got a clue.
Okay.
Do you have a clue? Yeah.
Yeah, I recognise it.
Okay. John, do you recognise it?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, going through the chat then. Going through the chat. Battle of the Squiggles, says Martin. I like that. Jutland, says Wifey Dave. Jutland, says John Marley. Trafalgar, says Martin. Battle of Jutland, says Rob. Martin also says Battle of Squiggles, yep. And the sinking of the Whoa, why is the chat not working? There we go. Sinking of the Tirpitz.
Okay.
Battle of the Pubs, says John.
Okay, right. How about the studio? Who in the studio wants to have the first guess?
I'll do. It's the Battle of Jutland.
Right. Malcolm?
I haven't got a clue.
Okay. John?
Jutland.
Yeah. Yes. Well done. It is Jutland.
So tell me what's going on then.
Well, the German fleet came up here. Hang on, I'm on the wrong screen. Came up here. And the British fleet came down here. And the Germans thought, oh, bugger this for a game of soldiers, and went back again. And the British chased them, lost them in the night, and then decided they were getting too close to the minefields and went home.
Oh, exciting.
That is the best explanation I've ever heard of the Battle of Jutland. You should be a history professor.
Bugger this. Go home. Brilliant. Well, it gave me all the information I required.
Well, yeah, that's the gist of it.
Gist.
But they sink a few ships in the process.
Gotcha.
Okay, right, next.
So who got that? Hang on. Whoa. Waffer Dave's in again.
Yeah. He's good at this, isn't he?
He is good at this.
How about this one?
Answers in the chat, please. Do you think you know what this is? Steve will zoom in. There we go. Lots of red and blue ants moving in different directions. Cavalry and infantry. Cavalry. Oh. There you go. Answer in chat. Have a think. Have a guess. If you think you know,
I'm
put it
just
in.
in the dark because the rest of you on this one, I've forgotten what this one is.
Oh, well.
So I'll be just as surprised as anybody when we reveal.
So do you have a guess, though, Steve?
Do I get a guess?
Hmm.
I better not, because if I get it right, I'll be accused of cheating, won't I?
Maybe.
But then if I get it wrong, I'll look totally stupid.
So Edward's guessed the Battle of Red Hill Ridge. Now,
That's obvious.
Now, if you know Steve will definitely remove the answers and any phone numbers related to
Yeah, especially phone numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've also made sure all the words have got all their letters.
Naseby, says Martin. John Marley has said Naseby as well. Do you know what this is? This one is, John?
I
got a
will
clue?
agree with John and Martin. Naseby.
Naseby. What about you, James? Oh, James is muted. Okay.
Maybe he's doing some real work.
It might be, yeah, or a colleague has turned up.
Yeah. Or the boss.
Or the boss, yeah.
Yeah. Not on a Sunday.
No. There you go. 2 guesses. Any other guesses? Chuck them in, please. If you don't know, just say you don't know.
Yeah.
You just give me something to read out then.
Yeah, yeah. It's just leaves the boredom a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, just type random words.
Yeah.
No, please don't. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Wafu Dave says Edge Hill. Hmm. No. Thank you, Gary. Gary doing exactly what I requested. Gary saying Napoleon's retreat from Wigan.
Very, very famous retreat, that.
Yeah, he said bugger this as well.
But nobody noticed, so we went away again.
Yeah, he said there's enough sea around here to sail on. It's untenable. Battle of Broadmoor between the hills. Red servant. See if James is back. James, you got an idea what this is?
Got a rough idea.
Well, then, what do you think it is?
Go on then.
Put my money where my mouth is. I think it's Waterloo, but I've got no idea. To be honest.
Okay. What about you, John?
Naseby.
Naseby. Okay. All right, let's have a look, see what it is.
Okay, there we go. It's Naseby.
Hey,
Martin was first in for that.
he was.
Yeah.
Well done, Martin. Well done, John. James. You
Yes.
superstars. John Marley got it straight away as well. Cool.
John's also got Steph's retreat from England.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, how about this one?
Oh, right.
Oh, what's the name? Bloody name?
Not bad for a colonial, says John. If you have a guess, have a go. Do you ever think of what you think it might be and stick it in chats? If you don't know, just say you don't know or something similar. Words that mean the same thing as that. Lots of French encampments going on.
Oh yeah, yeah. So you can see it tells you what 2 countries are.
Got it.
But with those 2 countries fighting each other, that's most of history, isn't it?
Got it.
English miles, I noticed.
Oh yeah.
Mm. Okay, have a guess. Have a go. Not Scooby, says Martin. Thank you very much. Dwafido says, I should have harped on about that. I was born near there. Tell us more. Quebec, says Wafido. Quebec, says Gary Morris. Talavera, says John. Talavera, question mark. Rory's in. Good morning, Rory.
Morning, Rory.
See you, sir.
At last, somebody sensible.
Finally. Do you know what this battle is, Rory? If you do, tell us. If you don't, say you don't. No.
We'll make a wild guess. You never know, you might be wrong.
This happened, hasn't it? Beaver Creek was a guess, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Going around the studio then, answering yay or nay. James, what's this?
No.
Right. John, do you have any ideas?
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah.
I saw you got very excited when you remembered.
I knew what it was straight away. I just couldn't remember the name of the battle.
Mm.
Then I went through random stuff in my head. I went, that's it.
That's the entire point of the game.
Come on then, Malcolm. You can have a guess now.
I wouldn't have a clue, mate. Wouldn't have a clue. I know nothing about battles
Oh, okay.
at all.
Right.
There was a river.
Yeah,
There was some red people, and there was some blue people. There was the French involved, and there was some English miles involved. The whole thing took place across about 10 English miles on the coast of somewhere. And there was some batteries.
Very good. Very good.
Yes. I can't see any arrows, so I haven't got a clue where anyone went.
No.
And it's not even. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Come on then, John. Tell us where it is.
Quebec.
Yes, Quebec. And Buffalo Dave, first in with that one.
Yeah,
Again?
one for Dave. Was Sharp involved, says Edward. And that's Sharp with an E. White Glove says, I literally have got nothing. Rory says, I have slept. Well done. So my brain isn't in full gear. Join the club.
Yes.
Yeah.
That actually makes these things easier. Yes. Right. Okay. So what about the next one?
So are you going to give us a history lesson about Quebec then, or is it just...
No, I don't know much about it myself.
Okay.
Apart from it involved an assault up some cliffs that the French thought weren't climbable, and all of a sudden there was a British army up top of the cliffs behind them, or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
These battle reports are fantastic. I want to hear more of your battle reports. All right, another one. Have a guess, have a go. If you think you know, stick it in the chat. If you don't know, then just say I don't know, or write something in that I can read out. Oh, lots of things been blanked out here.
Mm.
Huh. Lots of secrets removed.
Yeah.
So, what do you know about the red dots and the blue dots, and the position of the river and the trees? And the red guys had a camp, and so did the blue guys in the trees. And they came together, and they had a little dance.
Across a watercourse of some sort.
Yes, or swampland, and it took place across about 4 of your English miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the information I have here.
And the red ones didn't do very well.
Well, the red ones at the top there have got a red square at the top. So does that mean that they had a red castle up the top there?
They may well have done.
Because okay. Huh.
I mean, it looks a bit as if the little red castle at the top was under siege, and the big red army at the bottom was coming to try and relieve the siege, and it didn't really work out as they planned.
How do you know it didn't work out? Because they turned around and went back.
Well, the arrows that show them saying, "Well, I'm not doing this," and going home again.
Yeah, I see. I got you. Yes. Gary says a very camp battle.
Oh yes, Nicky, so it was.
Yeah. Battle of Bannockburn, says Edward. Battle of Stirling Bridge, says White Glove Models. Stirling, says John. Okay. Any other guesses? Chuck them in. Going around the studio, do you have an idea, John?
No.
James?
Yes.
Right. I haven't got a clue.
That was very decisive.
Yes, it was very good. Battle of the bathroom in the morning.
Yeah. I need to go. I can't get in. Oh.
Just go in the river.
Yeah. Quick down to the river. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. Maybe that those red guys coming up and going, we can't get in, so we have to go turn around, go back. Go to the other
Yeah.
one.
Well,
Some other Scottish battles, is it?
okay. Right. Going around the studio.
Yep. John, what was it?
Don't know.
Don't know.
Doesn't ring a bell.
James, what's it?
Well, I can confirm it's not the Battle of the Privy. It's Stirling.
Sterling. All right. Reveal.
It's Bannockburn. But it did take place near Stirling Castle, so people who said, were sort of nearly right. But Stirling Bridge was a different battle.
So Sterling, Bannockburn, those two.
Yeah. So,
Cool. Zoom in. Let's have a look at more informations. So, it's gone.
Oh, sorry. Do you want to go back?
I do. I want some context. I want you to tell me what happened.
Well, I think basically that was it. That Stirling Castle was in English hands and under siege by the Scottish. And Edward II brought this huge, he thought, invincible army up to try and break the siege. And Robert the Bruce sort of gave him a good hiding and sent him on his way.
Where's Robert?
There you go. Bruce.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, and Keith.
Yeah, Keith was
your uncle.
Yeah.
So did he just have a better position then? And that's how he won?
I don't really know the details. I think it was a question of choosing the right ground. The Scots were on high ground, and the English got bogged down in the river valley, I think.
Well, that was their first mistake, wasn't it? Marching north. They should have marched south and surprised them.
Yes, they should have done. Nobody would have been expecting that, would they?
It's English.
Yeah. Okay, right. Anyway, what about this one?
Have a guess, have a go. Think you know, stick it in the chat, please. If you don't know, just say you don't know. I want to know what that battle is.
It was actually a campaign rather than a battle.
Okay, yeah. I want to know what this campaign is. Going around the studio, what do you think it might be? Guessing in your brain, do you have a clue, John?
Yes.
James?
No.
Brilliant. Chat's gone quiet. Is it an easy one, this one, Steve?
I would have thought relatively easy, yeah.
Yeah. Because we don't know where the battle actually happened.
That's correct, yeah. We know it was sort of somewhere in that area.
Oh, right. The directions to Milton Keynes model show? Not far off.
Yeah.
Boudica, says John. Wife Dave says Boudica. Rory, thank you, Rory, says I do not know. Thank you very much. Okay, so we've got Anglesey, we've got Exeter marked on the map. Looks like the Blues marched from Ely, or wherever that is, down to London and back up, and then the North Welsh came down Watling Street to cross swords with the blue arrow. Is that right?
Something like that, yeah.
The Bodacious campaign, by all accounts.
Oh, yes.
Like God Model says, the defeat of Boudica. Edward says, I know I completely missed the M1 and went down Watling Street. Much more interesting route.
Oh, yeah. Yes, Watling Street is sort of the M40, isn't it? Yeah.
Is it the M40 roadworks?
Yeah.
Go on then. What is it then, John?
It's Boudica's campaign from the Norfolk area through Colchester, where she ransacked it and burnt it down.
Mm.
The Roman legions were trying to beat the Druids up in Anglesey, and they were dragged back down, and they met up at somewhere, and they slaughtered Boudica's army, which vastly outnumbered them.
Yeah.
Gosh.
That's about the gist of it.
Ta-da.
Great. What about you, James? Is it you concur?
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%.
There you go. So who did put that in first? Well, for Dave again.
The only controversy with this one really is the spelling and pronunciation of Boudica's name.
Oh, Boudica, yeah.
Yeah, Boudicca. Whatever. Anyway, yes, that's who it was.
Cool. Very good, very good. Martin said it was the battle to get out of North Wales on Sunday afternoon on the A55.
Oh, yes, very appropriate.
Steve's in as well, says morning-ish.
Oh, morning. Yeah, it is still morning.
Yeah, it's gone for 10 o'clock. You got any left there, Steve?
Sorry? I think this might be the last one. I'm not sure, actually.
Okay.
I can't look without showing you.
Sure, no problem.
Maybe I can. Hang on.
Right, what is this battle or campaign or
Yeah.
travel map that you are looking at? If you know, or if you don't, put it in chat.
Oh, okay. No, there's only one more after this.
Took place over 6 of your English miles. Looks like there were some boats involved and little tiny fish. And big, long scratches from perhaps a beaver.
Oh, yes.
Couple of guesses coming in. Keep them coming in. Going around the studio. James, do you have an idea of what this is showing?
No, this one's got me, I think.
What about you, John?
Yep.
There you are. John knows.
Yeah. Okay.
Is this a famous one, Steve?
Pretty well known, yeah. I would have thought. Yes, I would have said famous would describe it. It was significant, it was decisive.
No
John says,
were involved.
no clue. Edward says, maybe not. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I'm going backwards. Waffer Dave says, the Bear Pigs. Toronto, says Gary. Cockleshell Heroes, says Edward. Toronto, says Waffer Dave. Toronto, the 11th of November, 1940. Or maybe not. So not the Cockleshell Heroes, he says. John says, no clue.
Right.
Thank you. Right.
Yeah.
What does John think it is?
Taranto. Swordfish attack on the Italian Navy.
Oh. As you concur, James?
My guess would be... Sorry, I got an alarm going off. Bear with me. My guess would be the attack on the French fleet in World War II to take the ships out away from the Germans after the French surrendered.
Yeah. You're thinking of Iran, I think, aren't you? Yeah.
Can't
Cool.
think of the
So
way.
who's right then, Steve?
Who's right? Well, Gary was first in with Taranto. There it is.
Very good. Toronto. So what happened?
So the Italian Navy was moored up in Taranto Harbour, and HMS Illustrious launched a squadron and a half of swordfish with torpedoes and bombs and flares, discombobulated several important ships, and the Italian Navy decided they couldn't use Taranto as a base anymore and moved north.
Oh.
And other people suspect that what gave the Japanese the idea for the Pearl Harbor raid.
I see.
Others say that the Japanese were already planning it, and this just confirmed that it might work.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
And
Okay.
my dad was on one of the cruisers which was screening Illustrious in case the Italian Navy came out, which of course they didn't.
Right. Gotcha.
Just as a throw in a little thing there.
Is that
Right,
you harping on about it, Steve?
that's me harping on.
Great. Well, Gary was the first in with Taranto. A couple of other people as well. Waffle Dave says the Italians were never impressed when the FAA celebrated Taranto night.
No, they wouldn't be, would they?
Right. Cool. Next one.
Last one.
Okay, so have a look at that. There are lots of things on the screen. There's blue and there's white and there's buildings and ships.
Water
And-
and sailing ships, yeah.
Yeah, and
You've even got names of a lot of the ships.
yeah, and it shows you the wind direction as well. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of names of the ships. Yeah, so I guess I'll go. If you think no, stick it in chat. If you don't know, just say I don't know or something similar. Going around the studio, do you have an idea, John?
No.
What about you, James?
No, I don't. But that does look like Dieppe.
Yep.
I don't know. Is the honest answer?
Kadoki?
Ooh. Possibly.
Okay, maybe a clue. Right. Nothing coming through on the chat yet, so have a looky loo. Have a think. Have a guess. Cadiz, says John.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the British fleet there.
Yeah.
And the yellows, as it's depicted on here, it's not Norwich.
No, it's not Norwich.
A couple of the British fleet ran aground
Yeah.
on the east side there. Have the guests come in from Edward? Is it the battle or for the 1945 train from Waterloo?
Probably.
Not Scoopy on this, says Dave. I've got to say, I don't recognise any of the names. Not that I really would know anyway. Oh, Scale Model Ninja's on. Ian as well says, good morning all. Hello there, mate.
Morning.
Morning.
Right. Well, we seem to be short.
Me.
Go on then. Go.
Is it Copenhagen?
It is. Well done.
Done. Done.
Is it not where Nelson lost his arm or something, or his eye?
It may have been. I'm not sure. Napoleon's second retreat. Yeah, well, he definitely gave up all ideas of capturing Wigan after this one.
Yeah. Medway, says Martin. Boom, well done, says John. Yeah, Copenhagen. So what happened then? British fleet?
Well, they reckon that the Danish fleet were anchored up in such a position that the British fleet couldn't, they thought, get near them without getting shot up badly. And Nelson had this idea of going around the south of that sandbank against the wind. And everybody thought it wouldn't work. And he said, oh, yes, it will. And it did.
Huh.
A couple of his ships ran aground, but the bulk of them got themselves into a position where they could hammer the Danish fleet, which was actually anchored at the time. So it was nice, easy targets.
Oh. That's very cool. Thanks for doing that, mate. That's great.
No problem.
There you go. There's again to guess the thing. Who do you think won that one? I think Waffy Dave probably.
Wafu.
I think, yeah, we've got to give it to Wafu.
Possibly. Anyway, seem to get a lot. We didn't keep score. Why do that? Lord Nelson is in my family tree, said Edward.
What's he doing in there? It was dead.
Get down. Poor guy. Cool. Well, there you go. Let's guess the thing. Well done, everyone. Thank you very much for playing. Thank you very much for getting involved. Time to do some sit reps. There's two posts. Yes, it's a rollover, isn't it?
Yeah.
So from last week, there's a post up on the Models Mess, which is our private group for beneficiaries and volunteers and Models for Heroes. People have been putting their pictures up all last week and this week of what they've been up to and what they want to share to the public. So let's have a look. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. So this is the sit rep from last week. So we're going to go through that one, okay? And then we'll go through the most recent one. AD is up first. AD Emily says that this is a 1-to-1 scale Toy Story diorama on the back of a truck. Very nice. Careful where you end up with that Buzz Lightyear. Nick is up next. 135th Tortoise Meng added more parts to the rear, he says. Each part is made of 3 or 4 parts. Wow. Oh, gosh. Very good, mate.
Yeah.
That Tortoise has come along very nicely. Very quickly, too. So think about it. Yep. More fiddly bits. It's the same picture. Sorry. There we go. There's another picture from the other side. Each of these, was it? There was 16 wheels, isn't it? You had to make.
Oh, yeah.
Monkeys?
Each one of those
Huge side, yeah.
Yeah. Absolute beast.
There's more parts in each of those bogies than there are in some entire kits.
Yeah. John saying, get Nelson down from your family tree, Edward. Rory saying, thanks, Steve, for doing that. And 2 people are laughing.
Oh.
Edward and John. That's my little message to say that there was going to be no show last week. And then, well, oops, pressed the wrong button. Hang on a sec. There we go. Edward is saying where I was. Calling this one finished. Tamiya, 135th Panzerkampfwagen LI.
2, I think.
2. Oh, I see.
Panzerkampfwagen Spy.
Gotcha. That's lovely. Oh, they like that. The colours are great. Really nice colours on there. Well done. And then this is further on. This is the Tamiya 135th Sudakavitz 223. Really? It's the foo. The foo indicates it's a funk, which is a radio. The parasol frame topside is an antenna for the low frequency transceiver carried within. Primer next. Very nice. BT's $3.99. Gives you an idea of the age of such things. Brilliant. Oh, the wheels.
Start of his stash and he's working forward.
$3.99. Oh my gosh. Brilliant. Thank you, Edward.
BT's 20 years ago, didn't they?
Yeah. This is Owen. It's his MB motorbike and the sidecar. Lovely. This is the Tamiya kit. MB models, isn't it? MB models. It's doing a wheelie.
Doing it really, yeah.
It is. Very cool. So much detail. Brilliant. Really good. Thank you, Owen, for sharing that. Mal's in. Take a picture of his something. Here we go. It's a work in progress Tamiya 135 M26 Pershing. Nice. Yeah, nice little rusting going on. Yeah, very good. Very good indeed. Mr. Davies. This is this Airfix 172 C130H. I just quickly glanced at that picture and I thought it was an A10.
Is that the Australian version?
I think it must be, yeah.
No, he's in the middle of an imminent turn, just going to roll off the top of the loop.
I imagine they probably could do one. I'd be surprised. Lots of filler going on there, it looks like. Very good. Thanks for sharing that, Julian. David's Tamiya 135th scale Panzerkampfwagen of Volscherung 9A. Something. Almost finished this one. Weathering done, just tools and decals to add. This version has an 88mm gun and was formidable in the battlefield around 1942 to 45 in Northern Europe. Very nice. Nice and neat. Thank you for putting that on some white paper so we can see it. That's great. Nice bright pictures. That's what we like to see. I like the tracks and the road bills. It looks really nice. Nice and neat. John says delicious. Beauties around here closed years ago. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, beauties. He meant beauties. Brilliant. Beauties. John says, I've always thought it funny that spelling of Sudokovitz has exactly the same syllables as saying Sonderkraft, Fat Zoig. But maybe that's me. Yep. I haven't got a clue what that is. I'm sure that's very, very clever. More pictures? More pictures? David? Nice bit of modeling work. Weathering around the panels there. Really good. Like it. And that's his rear end. Nice picture of David's behind. There we go. Very nice. Cool. Thank you for sharing that for us, David. That's great. John's up. Matchbox 172nd. Handley Page Victor K2. I'm calling her done. Oh, I've never seen the underside of this one. This is all orange stripes and formation stripes. I think that's lovely. Nice weathering on the panels there.
That's very good.
Yeah.
It's subtle.
Yeah, subtle enough to. Yeah, that's right. Just that right balance. Brilliant. A picture from the other side showing that he's painted this side. You say that because Bafford Dave says, "Has he painted underneath?" Yes, well, I believe he has on this one.
Oh yeah.
John says, "A lovely rear end for sure." For David's sake. Oh, look.
Oh, yes, it's painted underneath.
Proof. Proof that the painting is underneath. And that he's done some gone. Oh, those wheels look rather flimsy for something like this. A lot of plastic. So I hope they hold it up and stand it up nicely. That's one of the ones you might have to upgrade to a brass or something. I've got a friend of mine who always upgrades his undercarriage. He needs an extra boost for his undercarriage because he thinks his planes are too heavy.
Yeah. Especially if you're going to land it heavy a few times.
Yeah, that's right. Put it down on the shelf hard. Martin says, smashing handily page, John. Very nice. And John says, oh, you know I did. I'm talking about painting it underneath. Wow. Carl Hemmings assembling the 1/9 scale Italeri Hardy WLA 750. Almost finished. Assembling all the major components, he says. It's an old kit, so most of my time has been spent removing mold lines and cleaning up the parts. Yeah. Well, even the new kits still have mold lines. They only have to clean up the parts. But yeah, absolutely. Well done for going through and picking out all those bits. It makes a big difference to the fit of the kit if you take all the little bits up. So well done, you. Nice cutting mat too. 1/9 scale. Brilliant. I should do one of those one day. There we go. That was the sit rep from previously. So if I just do this, and then press that button, and then press, hang on, I it all set up. That one?
No, not that one. Yeah.
Hallelujah. So yeah, this is this sit rep. Right, here we go. This is the one from this week. Lewis is first up, Mr. Williamson. He says he's been working on his nuts. There's going to be a lot of this, isn't there? He's been working on his nuts and making a little Thunderbird 2. Wood. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that little that's awesome.
It's not often you get carpentry on this show, is it?
You don't. No. No, not at all. Oops. Very nice. Very cool. Oh, looking forward to seeing that develop and grow. This is Edward's tell me 135th am I saying this right? Studiokovitz? Must be. 223 Lecter Panzer Sparwagen. Oh, hang on. Have we read this one out before, or has he just copied the same text?
It's further along.
What's
Same vehicle, but further along.
Oh, right. So it's the same text because he's talking about the radio. This is primed and base coated, and some other details are glued on. Gloss coat next, followed by decals. That's great. I really like those wheels. Cool. Lots of detail going on there. Painted up the jerry can at the back. Very nice. Good work, Edward. It's lovely. And the other side. Proof of paint on the other side. Steve says, wow. And James is saying, I'm hoping it will develop but not grow, or it won't fit in me nuts. That's the Thunderbird.
Yes, it's very painful.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, let us know when you've developed. Don't drop them. Very nice, Edward. Oh, and a close up. He says it was annoying. It was annoying me how the water jerry can just hung there. So I made a frame from some PE thread. Very good. Works for me. So were they clipped on or something? Were they hung up or something like that, perhaps from the back? Were they strapped on? He said. Very good. But you know it's water because of that cross. Is that what they used to use to indicate that was water?
Black can with the white cross was so you can distinguish it from the ones with petrol in.
Yeah. Well, otherwise you'd know pretty quick, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And then Rory. Oh yes, Rory puts pictures up of his 3D work he's been doing. Have been sculpting for a few models and learning more about how to reposition the limbs. Very cool. I'm not sure what.
That's really, really good.
Yeah. What is he using there? That's not Blender, is it?
No. Can't see the name of the software in that picture.
No.
I don't recognise it.
That's great.
Mm.
These things are not easy, are they?
No, that is a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah, it's got some skills going on. Working some hands. He's going to print a few of these ones, he says, and make them into a diorama. And he also says that I've made the model like a set, so you can remove the parts easily. Oh, that's clever.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah. So they'll look like that guy. Ah, I see.
It also means you can print models, figures that are bigger than your printer will normally handle by doing them in parts.
Right. So you could print an entire base of parts and have several models there.
Yeah.
Ah, it's clever. I like that.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Oh, I'm glad to see you putting those together, buddy. I'd see him enjoying it as well. Eh? The RF, this is Nick, Mr. Nick Lindsay. Wow, working on the RFM Panzer 4. Panzer 4. You will have working lights inside and a half-clear turret to see inside. I was going to use a clear hull top, but it seriously lacks even the basic detail. Same as the turret, I have to scratch build the hinges for the crew hatches as well. Gosh. Lovely. Look at the weathering and the work inside. It's lovely.
Yeah.
Panzer 4, brilliant. RFM, that's Rifle models, isn't it?
Yes.
Really cool. Talking about the petrol, saves you from drinking petrol, says Edward, if you mark it with the water. Sonderkrafterzug. Oh, the Sudokovitz, never mind. Sonderkrafterzug, German for special purpose vehicle. Individually.
Zoig.
Zoig.
Yeah.
Sonderkrafterzug. I should write that down. The amount of times that I see that and I just go
Yeah.
Sonderkrafterzug. Sonderkrafterzug. German with Malcolm. What fun. John says, God, that panzer stunning. Yes, it is, isn't it? Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that, Nick. Carl Hemming again is up. This is his 1/9 Harley 750. All sub-assemblies are complete now. Should hopefully get round to putting some primer on tonight. Ah, right. So now you've taken out all the lumps of plastic and everything. Brilliant. It's great. It's really, really cool. Lewis says, I think Don has been to Maplethorpe Beach today. You've seen evidence of where Don has been. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good little sandcastle.
That is. Yeah, that is. Yeah. I always admire people that can do that because they know that it's only going to last a matter of hours if they're lucky.
Yeah. Do you think you need just the right type of sand? Because a lot of that sand is very wet and compacted, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean you've got to keep it wet. If it dries out, it all collapses. So if you want it to last any length of time, you've got to keep spraying it with water.
Right. Yeah. John says Stirling Castle, and das ist richtig. No. Good. Look, it says I'm so inspired by the recent episode of the Plastic Posse podcast and listening to Martin Kovac and then Spencer Pollard talking about dioramas. I thought I would try my hand at creating a World War II diorama using Tamiya's 1/35th scale figures and the rest scratch built from XPS foam, cardstock, and balsa wood. So far, so good. Very much still a work in progress. Happy in the modelling. Thumbs up. Says Luke. So there you go. There's a little pile of XPS foam.
Yeah.
And more pile of XPS foam, all cut up in different shapes. It's a bit like a Krypton Factor puzzle. And then turns into one of these, a bunker, isn't it? Yeah. This sort of scratch build is lots of fun.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Figures going up. Heads
Yeah.
on sticks. Ooh, bit of paint and flock down.
Hmm.
Very good. Oh, and a bit of snow.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder what he used for snow. It doesn't say. I quite like that snow there because I need some snow for my Hoff walnut.
Hmm.
Hoff nut. Oh, look at that. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Really nice.
It's not
Lots of
enough
control over the wash and the highlights there.
Yeah.
Sorry, Steve, what'd you say?
So there's not an officer in it because he's got the map.
Is that a map? Looks like a tray.
I think there could be a map on it.
And put a map on the tray.
The way he's looking at it, he's trying to figure out what it says.
Maybe it's one of your guess the things maps.
Yeah.
That's lovely, isn't it? All
He does it
scratch
really
build. Really good. Oh, well done him. Very nice. Oh, that's the last picture on that one. Thank you, Luke, for sharing that. It's lovely. Lovely stuff. Ah, my internet seems to be very slow. I have asked my children not to use the internet this morning, but
Has that ever stopped him?
no. That's odd, isn't it? 250 more. Yes, please. Like that. No. I refresh this. It's going to mess it all up.
Hmm.
Yeah, sorry about that. I think the internet's playing up my end. Here we go. Here we go. We're good. We're good.
Me neither.
Gary says he's been working on his tan. John, only an hour ago, put this up and says, this is my Cromwell 1/2 A39 tortoise. I still have a base to do. Yeah. It's got bricks on it.
Yeah. This one.
Where's this taken, John?
That was at Milton Keynes.
Hey, let's see.
It's this one.
That one right there.
No, that's it. It's still got bricks on it.
Yep.
That looks nice, mate. Looks really nice. Are you happy?
Yeah, it came out quite nicely, actually.
Yes. It does look nice.
I've just got to build a little base with lots more bricks.
Okay. Yeah.
It's been basically driving to a building.
Yeah. That's nice. I really like it.
It's got a bag of bricks.
So you do. Very cool. Like it.
There you go.
Very good. And some more pictures. Very good. Very good.
Quickly taken this morning.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. And you painted the other side.
I did.
Well done.
Amazing that.
Yeah, it's nice. What washes are you using?
I used the panel lining was done using Tamiya panel line accent color, black and brown.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
And then I just did some pastels, red and white and grey and black. They threw it on, and I thought I overdid the red. I thought, no, what I need now is some bricks. So I glued the bricks together and threw them on.
Very good. Very good indeed. John was saying great diorama. I think that's probably about Luke's one. It's really well done, says Martin. The instructions for putting the tent up, says Edward. 5 feet. And John says, very nice, John.
Thank you.
And what is that emoji? Is that hand washing. No, it's the clapping one. Of course. Speaking of John Marley, the Airfix 172nd British Bulldog smashed out in a week's time. Wow. Still trying to decide what to build next. Smashed out. Looks good.
Yeah.
Very close. Yeah, you do. He says it's a great kit considering it came out when I did. You got less flash on you, John. That's nice. I like that picture.
Yeah. You made a lovely job of that.
Yeah. Yes, nice. Teeny. Good job. Thank you, John, for sharing that with us. This is Rob Tonks' Airfix 148 Nat for the IPMS Portsmouth Mellow Yellow competition. Disappointed due to being a fairly new kit and fit problems are an issue. I love to support Airfix, but this fit is either high tolerance or a bad fit. Well, it seems like you've wrestled it into shape. It looks like you've got some nose issues where you've been filling there. It's possibly due to the cockpit fit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, even at the just north of the tailplane there, you can see he's got some fit issues as well with the seam. Looks good though. Nothing you can't handle there, Rob. Thank you very much for sharing it.
Challenging, but yeah.
Yeah.
You do expect better when they're that new, don't you?
Yes. So Martin's up. It says, I've been a busy boy. Okay. This is the remote control Tamiya Subaru 1/10 scale. Nice. It's pretty damn quick. Also completed the Tamiya Subaru diorama and mid-build Tamiya 1/12 scale Honda CB750F. Wow, yeah, I can tell that's a Tamiya kit. They're looking at those nuts on the wheels there. I used to have I still have it. I used to race a Tamiya kit, and that had those wheel nuts all the way around the outside. Brilliant. Lovely work. You know, put some loads of weathering and stuff on it, or just there's a little bit going on, but I don't know if that's kind of where it's been racing.
Oh yeah, I mean they're not designed as static models, are they? They go and they weather themselves in the
I
process.
suppose they do, yeah. John says they're talking about his swordfish. He says, I broke my optivisor making the little bulldog. I know what I'm buying next. How do you break it? You can snap it or drop it or look through it. Oh, I don't know. Rob Tonks up again. Here we are. This is the zoomed in version of the nose cone issue he has. Looks like the cockpit looks really good though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Difficult to try and keep it all that panel line detail as well.
Of course, you don't have to paint it underneath. Just
Well, of course not. Why bother? Unless, of course, it's doing the Australian version. As if by magic. What did I say? Are you going to weather it? Yeah, that's very good. Scooby Blue. Is this still the
I don't think it's the
print
same
scale one?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. Oh, brilliant. Look how tight that is. Driving through there.
Yes, and bearing in mind he's probably doing about 90 miles an hour at that point.
Oh, yeah. And the rest. Very nice. Oh, there's a little Moles for Heroes sign in the back. That little advertisement going on. That's cool. I like that. A bit of a nod. Oh, that's good. A lot of people are doing that. I've noticed. Someone had a diorama they had, and inside the building there was one of our posters. Keep calm, build models one.
Oh, yeah, they pop up everywhere.
Yeah, Yeah. Very good. I love it. Yeah, off Martin. No description now on these ones. This is his 750.
I think the box tells you most of what you need to know.
Yeah, I guess it does. Yeah. Yeah. Let's put the wheels on. Very nice. Mr. Tonks again. This is a bit more than on his Jeep Tamiya 1/35th scale for the Southwark show. Handmade leaves using the leaf cutter tool. Very cool. So the Southwark show's in a couple of weekends' time. It's a village in south of England where they do a World War II revival. And Model Spheres are going to be there doing their first make and take partnered with Airfix. So that's going to be fun to do.
Yes, its great claim to fame was it was where the headquarters of the D-Day invasion was located.
Yeah, and they have a map for them, don't they?
Yeah.
With a map of it all on there. Are you doing Southwark with us, Steve?
I don't know. Probably not, actually.
Okay.
Hadn't planned on anything.
Okay. And there we go. That's it.
Well done.
That's the last one. Thank you very much, everybody. Press the right buttons. There we go. Let's catch up on the chat. John says that he broke his optivisor. The left arm decided to flex outwards. Epoxy didn't fit it. It's cheap. And I'll buy the same one again. Very good. Very good. The one I use is, which I'm quite happy with, is just the ones that clip onto your glasses, these things.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Because if you want to get all the ladies, just flip them up. And then you look really, really super duper. And they're kind of like the ones from Short Circuit, you know, the Johnny Five eyebrows. James and I have called them before. But they're really good. The only trouble I have with them is when you're flipping them up and flipping them down all the time, they get greasy where you're holding them. It'd be nice if they had a little handle. Or a button you could press and a little servo flips them up. That would be awesome.
There you go. There's a project.
That's a project. Yep. Ed was saying that's cool. John says, great to catch up. Thanks, everyone. Dinner time. Yes, yeah, it is. It's time to roll on for us as well. John says, great job, Martin. And Model Making Truckers says, an M4H Easter egg. Yes, it is, Luke. Yeah. Yeah, I find a lot of people are doing that these days. I quite like that idea. Get an M4H nod in there. I don't know how you do it in the walnuts, though. They're pretty small. Great. Right. Should we go around and see what you've been up to then, John? You've been working hard?
I've been sorting out the lower hull for this one. Took some time. Hopefully it'll stick. I've also opened up my first walnut.
Dun, dun, dun.
I started doing it's going to be a water sit theme. Different for me. So I've started doing that.
Is that using the same water that you used in your recent diorama? The same stuff?
No, that's it. That's going to stay there.
Okay.
Yeah, but I will put water effects in this. I just filled it up with some plasticine.
Oh, right.
Just so I can give a very thin layer of resin. So I'm just painting that up.
Very good. Is it all going to be inside the diorama? You're not going to cheat and do on the outside?
No, it's all going to be in here. Everything's going to be in here. I'm even going to colorize the walnut itself.
Colorize it. Can you hold it up to the camera again? Thank you.
I'll do it this time.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, John. That's cool. Yeah, do you want me to? There you go. You're in a different t-shirt. It doesn't quite work.
Hey, it's not my fault.
No, that's true. We'll have to change next time. Thank you, John.
The same though, isn't it?
Oh, probably. Yeah, probably is. Hang on, let me give me a sec. No,
they're off. Oh, must remember that. But the minion's still there.
Yeah, minions that way. Yeah. Anyway, thank you, John, for sharing us that. That's really good. Thanks for coming by, mate. Oops, wrong button. Okay. What about you, Steve? You been popping anything together, or no?
No, I haven't actually done anything, but I thought I'd just show you this, which is one of my other walnut builds, which has not gone into its walnut yet. You can see that very well.
Yes.
The-
BP.
yeah. Well, got to have Shell and BP. haven't
A wasp.
we? Apart from that, yeah, I haven't actually done anything. No.
Okay. All right. What about you, James? Hiding in there, hiding in your little hole.
Yeah, bear with me just 2 seconds. Yeah, I've had a very productive time actually.
Yeah.
He says, bear with me, there's a noise in the background because
Trains.
but yeah, so I've been replacing.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
So there you go. Yeah, that was just plain plastic card or strip. And what I've done is I've got a riveter, made some holes in a bit of this stuff, and then cut it out and stuck it on. Looks a lot better.
That's really nice. Yeah, that's really
See that?
effective, Nick. Like it. Good job. Good to see you working hard.
Love it.
Love it. White Glove Model says, great show, everyone. Have a great week. You too. Well, Affidavit says, great fun as usual. Thank you, gents. Stage exit left. Absolutely. Edward says, I have yet to open my walnuts. Any recommendations on the best way not to crush them?
That's what I open mine with.
Razor saw. Do you just show them that and then they automatically split open through fear?
Not the razor saw. No, you just gently. I haven't got an unopened one, but basically you just gently saw around the seam. Doesn't take long. Go all the way around and it comes apart.
Okay. The way I did mine, I just used a scalpel at the back because they've got a flat end and a pointy end, and the flat end in the seam, I just stuck a scalpel on in there, and then I just used a very thin screwdriver and twisted in it, and it popped out.
Oh, well,
I was quite slapdash because I've got quite a few to mess up. So
yeah,
if you go for you, then I would suggest you probably use the razor saw.
some of us haven't got that many to spare.
If you're very posh and you've got a letter opener, the letter opener works very well, and it's not going to hurt you.
Woohoo! Next one.
A letter opener.
Yes.
I've got a letter opener. Oh, what have you got there? Is that a
file?
Of course it is. Yeah. Not. You haven't got your letter opener, John.
No, not that posh.
No.
Not a James.
No.
That's my letter opener.
Yeah, it's mine.
I have a secretary for that.
Oh, of course.
Well, then she's your letter opener. Martin.
To layer off.
Martin says another great show. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Martin, very much. Edward says, I'll try that, Steve. Rob says, sent a PM, Malcolm, no rush. Okay.
The only problem with using a saw is you get dust in the kernel, so you wash it before you try and eat it.
That's a good point.
This is the bonus of it.
Yeah, I quite like walnuts. Let's have a walnut cake the next show we go to. So I'll have to make one. Right, that's it then. We will call it there. Edward says my letter opener could take my arm off.
Ah.
Gosh.
I see.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for joining in. Steph is still currently without any battery on his laptop, unfortunately, so he won't be popping on, which is a shame. But they do say hello. If you're up in Scotland, obviously, go and say hello. We've got lots of shows coming up, haven't we? I haven't got the calendar up. I should have done. But we'll see you around in the real world soon, I'm sure.
Yes.
Right. Take care, everybody. Be good. Have a lovely weekend, what's left of it, and see you soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.